Here we are, the one we've all been waiting for, the final weekend of March, where we get to find out whether I've qualified or not for the FIFA Interactive World Cup European Regional. Going into this week, I was on 154 out of 160 wins and in 6th place. A 40 out of 40 would guarantee qualification, a 39 out of 40 would give me, I'd say, a 99% chance. So let's get straight into it and see how I get on. Just the one change to my team this week. I upgraded the 93 Suarez to the 94 with the profit I got from my extremely disappointing rewards that I uploaded to my channel yesterday. Now, as usual, as I've done every single week, I'm going to show you the changes I made at the start of every game this latest weekend. And for this weekend, I didn't change halfway through after struggling, after the whole way through. I just used 4-3-1-2. Strikers get in behind and the fullbacks stay back. Nothing else needed at all. If you put any other instructions on than that, it starts to feel unbalanced and unnatural, if I'm honest. So as you've seen here, Griezmann after 5 minutes, first shot of the game, buries it, and we're off to a decent start on Friday morning. I wasn't sure whether I was going to play Friday morning. I was thinking about only playing Saturday and Sunday, but I thought just on the off chance that a lot of people finish on 39 out of 40 or 40 out of 40, and it did come down to skill points, I thought I'll give myself a little boost, a little bit extra chance by waking up and playing, 5, 6, 7 games on Friday morning. Second opponent was a pretty similar story. I mean, when I saw that team, 4-2-3-1 with that team, I was thinking to myself, wow, I could be in trouble here. That's a pretty decent team, especially for a second opponent in the weekend league. But this guy had a pretty similar mentality to the first, as with my first chance of the game, slotted Griezmann through with Bale, finished across goal with just a normal shot, and this guy thought to himself, nope, don't fancy this one bit, and there he goes. And unbelievably, at 4 wins, no losses. It was about 7:30 and I had already reached 4 wins, just because of people quitting. And again here, you're about to see a pretty similar thing as Suarez waits for Griezmann to make the run, bangs it first time into the bottom corner, and this guy from kick-off thinks, shit, I've left the oven on, and he also quits, and we're off to 5 wins, no losses already. Saying that though, if you'd have offered me 41-0 quits this weekend, I'd have absolutely snapped your hand off. So why I'm complaining about someone quitting in the 5th minute, I'm not quite sure. Now what you're seeing here is the exact reason I hate Chris Smalling for weeks and weeks now. I've debated going for the Roma triangle instead, because just Chris Smalling, the AI just completely does you over sometimes. Lunging like that when I didn't press anything. Luckily though, team of the year Marcelo pops up. That Marcelo you could play left back, centre back, right wing, centre mid, play him wherever you want. He's too good. And what a goal that was from Bale there. First time chip through ball from Modric and a first time finesse volley from Bale. I haven't scored many goals better than that in the weekend league. And then later on in the game, Ronaldo, fake shot, little speed boost away from the defender, and it's a comfortable 3-1 win. Next game though was back to the usual. Look at this guy's team. Player of the month Kane, player of the month Hazard, player of the month Dele Alli. Really good team, but 3rd minute of the game, Griezmann yet again smashed it across goal, and this guy was like, I'm off. Do not fancy this one bit. 11 wins, no losses now, and at this stage, I've got to be honest with you, I am thinking to myself, I'm finding this a little bit too easy. I was expecting every game to be really nervous. I'm expecting a lot of games, to be settled by like 1 goal, not being able to play my usual game because of nerves. But if I'm being honest with you, I absolutely was just steaming through everyone. I've just found it so easy. 13th minute here, my usual near post corner. To be fair, the AI did head that in for me. I didn't have Suarez selected. But this guy, from kick-off, realised he'd left the oven on, paused it, quit, and we're already at 13 wins and no losses. This, I think, was the first half-decent opponent we come up against. As you can see, Martial, Bale, Griezmann, all decent players, but there's nothing any of them can do when Team of the Year Ronaldo does that. Quick scoop turn, long shot, drilled into the top corner, and even Butland can't save that. Now look, we're about to get done over by Smalling yet again. The iron jumps in, he gets a lucky rebound, and then this is what I hate when people do so much. Why do they do this? You've just scored a lucky goal your first shot of the game. Why run to the camera and be an idiot? But, yeah, what can you do? Play it through with Bailey. I've just countered from a corner, stop it dead, send Ramos out the way, drill it across goal, and what do you think I'm going to do now? You're right, I'm going to run to the camera, and I'm going to continue running to the camera for every goal I score for the rest of the game, which sadly though was only 1. As you're about to see here, Bale picks it up after a corner's been headed out. I get a lucky rebound off Smalling, but then Bale smashes it off the bar. Butland doesn't even move, and off I go to run into the camera to teach this guy a lesson. In these videos I do try as much as I can, to bring you the games where I struggle the most. I understand it can be a bit boring just watching me absolutely smash everyone, but the thing is, there just wasn't that many close games in the first half of my games. I just was simply playing really well and just destroying everyone. Everything just seemed to be going in. As you can see here, Bale stops it dead, puts a great ball in the back post, his defender jumps under it, and it's 2-0 after just 23 minutes, and it's looking like it's going to be another simple win. Ronaldo picks it up here, sends him for a paper with a McGeady spin, bit of luck as it bounces back. Bale scoops Manolas, puts it into the bottom corner, and for about I'd say about the 10th time out of my 16 games, the guy pauses and quits. 16 wins, no losses now, and at this stage I really can't believe my luck. I've been having almost no trouble at all. I've been absolutely flying through the games, and I'm feeling really confident. As you can see, again, 5 minutes in, first shot of the game, Modric drills, and it's already 1-0. And this just continued, stopping the ball dead, which is something I do very often, outside of the foot shot with Bale. 2-0, 8 minutes, and from this, if you go 2-0 up after 8 minutes, the chances are you're going to win the game. But you don't win it every game as convincingly as I win this one, as this just continues. Smalling pressing the ball on the halfway line, few quick passes through to Ronaldo, whips it round the keeper, and 4-0 after just half an hour, and I wasn't done. Throwing it with Pogba, held it with Griezmann, just waiting for Bale to make that run. As soon as he did, slotted him in, another driven shot across goal. 5-0 after 35 minutes, and we do have time for one more in this first half, as Griezmann backheels it at Bale, through to Griezmann, outside of the foot shot, and it is 6-0 at half time, and unsurprisingly he quit. Now, if you've been waiting all video, for someone to give me a bit of trouble, for someone, to put me in a bit of a sticky situation and put my qualification in doubt, then here you are. There's this guy with a very nice team and this man in the match Lacazette who just gave me so many problems. I can't tell if that Lacazette is just really good, or it was just the fact that the game was so delayed, but I was honestly really struggling. There was about half a second of button delay. I'm not sure why. It said it was a 4-bar connection, but I just couldn't come to grips with the connection. As you're going to see again here, it looks like I'm diving in and lunging, but I'm just trying to run into the ball because of the delay. I'm really struggling, to time it, and I do go 2-0 down after just 23 minutes. And at this point, I'm telling you, if my girlfriend hadn't been asleep in the room, my controller would have been hitting the wall, because I was seriously struggling. I was not making any chance at all, and I was getting so frustrated. But I did manage to be quiet and keep my head in. As you've seen there, 37 minutes, I do score my first chance of the game and make it 2-1. At that stage, I was thinking to myself, when I went 2-0 down, I just need one goal before half time, and that could get me back into it. However, I did a little bit better than that, as on 41 minutes, Bale whips a free kick over the top of the wall, and unbelievably, in just 4 minutes of FIFA time, it's 2-2. And even more unbelievably, before half time, flick header at the near post of Ronaldo. After being 2-0 down on the 37th minute, I do actually go in at the break, 3-2 up, and that was, the game over as a contest really. As into the second half, I just dominated him. I think it just took me a while to get, used to the delay on the buttons, and from then on in, I was just comfortable. Another great finish from Ronaldo here, driven it across goal, smashed off the post. However, this guy did have one more chance, which, I don't know what to make of this really. He plays it there. Marcelo, how doesn't he get that? How doesn't, Walker intercept that? But anyway, 5-3, and it's a comfortable win in the end. 20th and final game of this video now. As you can see again there, the 4-3-3 attack formation, which has given us a bit of trouble in the past, but not so much since we switched to the 4-3-1-2. Suarez slotted in by Griezmann, first chance of the game, across Butland. That is important, by the way, when you have your first chance against Butland. If he saves it, you can find yourself in a bit of trouble, but if he doesn't, things like this can just start to happen. And Suarez with the outside of the foot chop there from about 25 yards, 2-0, 20th minute. Surprisingly, this guy didn't quit straight away, but didn't take him too long to join the rest of the people. As you can just see there, intercepted it, quick ball roll with Pogba, smashed it into the top corner, 3 shots, 3 goals, all past Butland, and this guy thought to himself, nope, I'm going to join the rest, I've had enough. 3-0, 41 minutes, and it's GG. I do just quickly want to apologise for the state of me here. I tried to get the video all done and saved before I went to football, but it wasn't to be, and I've just had to finish it now. Anyway, that is the end of the video. As you've just seen, 20 wins out of 20, another 19 or 20 in the second half of the video, and we are qualified for the regional. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Comment down below, let me know what you thought, and I'll see you in 1 or 2 days' time.